Good morning. Today is September 16th, 2025. I am done trading for today, and today was such a stressful trading day for me. It really was. I mean, I'm going to try to explain the best I can on here to go through every thought process I was going through, what I was looking at, and yeah, so okay. I get on the charts at 8 in the morning. So I'm looking, at gold and ES, and I don't really see much on ES. And then on gold, I see a liquidity grab right here. With this wick right here, I enter this rejection right here. I really liked it. I was thinking about this double top a lot, and I was like, okay, this usually would be a setup I would skip on because of a double top. I know on the higher time frame we're very bullish. As you can see right here, we were pretty bullish, breaking these highs, and then on the 1 hour we were also pretty bullish. I mean, we had hit, no, it wasn't on this one, on the 15 we had hit I think we hit a demand on the 15. Was it on the 15? No, that was later. I'm gonna go over that setup because I took two setups today, and they were both on gold. So the 1 hour was pretty, like, it was just everything was was telling me to buy and not sell. Looking at the daily, and then the 1 minute did look not that great. I mean, I will say it did not look great when I was in this trade, which was right here. We were below EMAs, and as you can see, the 1 minute is just constantly going down, and I was really iffy about it. Like, deep down, I was like, this is not a trade that I would have taken if I was just in the right state of mind this morning. But I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go low risk on this trade, put in one contract, and it's a liquidity grab. Usually liquidity grabs hold really nicely. Lately they have been more than other things like supply and demand. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the buy right here and take the risk. So it gives me the break of, so it gives me my entry point, but then of course it doesn't work out, and then it stops me out, and I lost $42 on that trade. So I was like, okay, I can look for another trade. It was a small loss, $42, I'll take it. And then I see this breakout right here, because after this liquidity failed, it stopped at the 200 and then decides to go up, as you can see right here. And I get in, and when I was looking at this trade, I was walking my dog, so I wasn't even at my desktop. I was on my phone. I was just looking at the charts on my phone, and I see this breakout happening. The Discord that I'm in, they're all talking about it, so I'm like, okay, this must be a good breakout, because it looks so nice. I was looking at it on my phone, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it. You can see that the price stopped at the 200 and then went up, and I was already very bullish for gold. Okay, and then I went in on my phone, and I've never even traded off my phone like that. Like, I probably traded only once out of my whole years in trading. I've only traded probably once on my phone, and I told myself, like, that's not the way I trade. I don't trade off my phone. I always will be on my desktop to trade. So then, I out of FOMO and out of like wanting to make my money back, even if I can just hit at break even, I was thinking at the moment, if I can just hit at break even, I will get out. At 42, making $42, okay, I'm out. I go in and I rush back home while I'm in this trade, and it's it's looking good. I'm looking at the 1 minute. I'm like, okay, the 1 minute was right. I got in around right here. It was looking good. I was like, okay, I really think this trade might do really good. I feel way more confident with this breakout than I did with the liquidity grab that I took the first time. So I think we had a demand that also came off of it. Yeah, so this demand right here came off of it, breakout, boom, beautiful. Like this is a setup that I would have taken if I just have never taken this, and then I would have upped my risk. I would have put 2 contracts on this, got out of one if it hit the 101, and then held the runner. But this setup really kind of just really messed me up, and also not being in my desktop and trading off my phone really messed me up too, because even though this was a really nice setup, the way I handled this trade was a mess. You know, even though I took a really nice setup right here, I trusted it after, the way I set it up was not the way I would have. You know, I was not in the right headspace because I was outside with my dog. You know, I was trying to be like cautious about my dog, and I also was trying to be cautious about my surroundings, making sure there's like nobody coming towards my way. Also on my phone, like it was a mess. So I came back to the house, and then I got it on the charts, and then I see that I'm going, like I'm in profit, even if it was like $1, $2. And then I finally hit my like a break even point where it hits my like a $10 profit. So instead of having a break even of like $1, $2, it was a break even of $10. Like I had made profit of $10, $11. So there I should have got out. Like there I should have been like, okay, Heidi, don't get greedy, get out. You only have 1 contract on this trade. It's not like you can get out of a contract and then hold it. No, I decided to stay in this contract and hold it, because maybe I could make like 30 more extra dollars. You know, I can try to make at least like a profit of $30, you know. So then I'm holding it, and then it goes down. In this candle, I'm like, oh my gosh, Heidi, I should have got out. Why did I like not get out of $10 of profit? You know, that was still a win for me. You know, I didn't lose any money. So I'm just in my head, and then I see it go up, and I'm like, okay, I told myself when it gets to like a $5 mark where I'm at profit of $5, I will get out. Like I was like, I'm sticking to that. But it never really did that, and it kept just going to like a $2, $1, and then going down to like $5, negative $5, and then again $2. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, the next time it goes back up to like $1, I'll get out. So then this is where I was stressing out. I went on my phone because I can't see the price. I can't get out of here on TradingView because I didn't go in TradingView. And then I went to my TraderVate, my app, and I don't know how to get out. Like I've never really traded off my phone like that. And I'm like, I call my sister, I'm like, Emily, I can't get out of this trade. I don't know how to get out. And I'm like negative $5, $6. So I'm freaking out because I don't know how to get out. So then Emily's like, oh my God, let me look up how to get out. So her laptop is dead. She's like, oh my God, my laptop is dead. And I'm like, okay, let me see. She was like, how did you buy? And I was like, I bought on the orders. I put in the thing. She's like, do the same thing but sell. And I was like, okay, like I did that, and it ended up working out. So I lost only $11.64. Like this trade, I went from negative $42 to negative $11.64. So even though that is a big win for me, because you know I guess like I lost less than the first time, it still feels like I just didn't follow the right plan for me today. Like I took a liquidity grab knowing that it had a double top, which I never really trade. Like I hate trading when there's double tops or double bottoms, and I'm going against that. I don't like it, but I did it out of FOMO because I wanted to make money. I was like, you know, anything can happen, you know, this could win. And you know, I wouldn't be feeling this way if it won. Like if I made my $42 in the first place, I would have been like, all right, I'm done. I would have been done for the day. I think so, because like why would I take another trade if I already made my $42? But then again, I lost, so I was like, okay, I have one more trade in me, so let me see if I can maybe, like I know that if I lose, it would be a loss of maybe $100, because you know, usually I'm gonna risk only 1 contract. Since I already took a trade, I'm not gonna risk double. But this today was just not a good trading day for me, even though I ended up only losing $11 at the end. And I'm done trading. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm done. And I do think gold might still go up, and you know, if I held, I could have still made more money. But honestly, the stress that I was going through and just like the anxiety that I was going through, because I told myself that I wanted to make more. I was being greedy with trying to make $30, and when I was already like $10 in profit, like I should have got out, and you know, I should have just accepted that, like, okay, at least I am in profit of $10, even if it's only $10. But I was getting greedy, and then once it went down, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out right when it hits like a $5, but it never really did. And then I couldn't get out of my trades. You know, I was trying to figure out how to get out, and I was panicking, and then I just was in a loop of anxiety. I mean, I feel better now because I'm out of this trade. Even if it wins, like, yes, it might suck a little bit. Like, damn, you know, I got out of a trade that could have made me more money. But honestly, I don't want to think like that, because it's not a good feeling to be in trades and you don't even feel that good in them. Like, yes, it can show you all the confluences, but you're not feeling good about it because how the way you handle this trade, like how you got in, how you took it, the space of like my mind of state of mind my state of mind that I was in when I took this trade. It wasn't good, and I'm just happy it's all over and that I made some money back at least, you know, even though of course it's still negative, I still made some money back. So yeah, that was my trading day for today. It was so stressful, really. I feel like I'm gonna have nightmares about this tomorrow. Like tonight, I'm probably gonna have a nightmare about me trading like this again. But I have to understand that this was also a way to learn. I mean, you know, now I know that what I did wrong, and that I can't just place trades off my phone. Like, I can't be doing that. That's not the way I trade, and I need to always be in my desktop to be focused, and I shouldn't go against my rules, you know, with having you know, seeing these double tops, double bottoms, and you know, seeing the 1 minute too. Like, I was going against my rules a bit, and yes, like, I did lower my risk because I knew that if I lost, I would not be okay losing $100 or even over $80. I would have not been okay with losing $80 on the first setup. But if I had just waited and just like was like, okay, let me just wait until I see something better for me that fits my style, it just would have been better, because this setup, I would have taken this setup. This would have been an A+ setup for me, because I would have seen, yes, like we're kind of seeing a head and shoulders right here, and I would have been really cautious about that. But if I just seen this demand, I see this beautiful breakout right here. I put my accurate stop loss right here, and I hold for a 1-to-1 on one contract right here. My 1-on-1 would have been right here, and then I would have got out at one contract, and then hopefully I would be holding for a 1-to-2, and then I would have put my stop loss at break even after what candle? I think maybe it would have, yeah, it would have touched my stop loss with literally with this red candle. It would have touched my stop loss, so I would have been out. But you know, like, this is like the way I should have did things today, but of course I didn't, and it is what it is. I mean, I don't want to feel like I just want to just learn from these mistakes, and it was a mistake. Like, I will admit this was a bad mistake, and hopefully I don't do this again where I get FOMO and go on my phone. And why I say hopefully is because I know that I repeat these type of things, like not trading off my phone, but I repeat mistakes sometimes when it comes to trading, and then I tell myself, like, you know, I won't do it, but then I catch myself doing it again, and then I'm just like, oh, like, I told myself I wasn't going to do that. So yeah, that is, I need to really ingrain this in my mind and ingrain this in my life, because I have come so far with trading, and this whole year I have been doing so good, and why do I, you know, I don't want to set myself back, especially that we're almost ending the year. Like, I've been doing so good this whole past year. Yes, I've been, you know, I do break my rules here and there, like today, but overall I'm very disciplined, I'm very patient, and I usually take the best advice for myself when it comes to trading and just everything in life. But I am still a human and I'm still gonna make mistakes. But so far, I am a negative $66.60 for this month. I only have traded 3 times this month, and I have 1 green and 2 losses, but it's okay. I mean, I still have like 2 weeks left to find better trades, to take better trades, and yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of the month. But so far this year, this whole year, I am just negative $25.80 out of like my losses. I'm only negative 25, which I'm very happy for still. That really does make me very, very happy, you know, because I know that I'm finally getting to the break-even stage, you know. And that's something that I've never been in. I've never been in the break-even stage of my journey. You know, I've always been in the red. Yes, I make my wins, but I always had lost more, and I've always made my losses bigger than my wins. But this year has really showed me the power of holding runners and understanding risk management so much more. So that has taught me that this year has taught me a lot about that, which has brought me to almost a break-even P&L. So I definitely am very proud of myself for that. But that is it for today. Like I said, today was just a very stressful day and with trading, but I am so glad it's over. At the end of the day, my bias with this trade was pretty much right. I mean, we are going up, but I just want to get over. Today's over. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm not trading tomorrow though. Tomorrow's Wednesday, but Thursday's a new day to just get my mind right and start over in a better mindset. This definitely looks like it's about to go for a 102. Let's see again. If I had taken this here and then a 102 right here. I mean, I know a lot of people are still in this trade, and I hope it goes for a 102 for you guys, but I'm so glad I'm out of this trade. I couldn't. Anyways, I hope you guys had a better trading day than me. I really do, but I will see you guys in the next video. I am trying so hard to be consistent with recording my trades and like posting, but sometimes I just don't want to do that. So I just record and I don't post, but yeah, I try my best because it's really nice to like see my journey on YouTube. It's like from the beginning of my videos to now, it's a big difference, and it's really nice to see that. But yeah, I'm gonna get off because this video is already almost 20 minutes long, but I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.